Testing, testing. Alright. Looks like my mic is on. So what I'm going to be doing today is that I'm going to be playing some good old Craniac. Because I got to collect every single one of the Craniac items before the event ends, or otherwise I'm going to have to wait for another year for it to come back. Okay, I'm still getting used to the whole PC thing when it comes to Pewdiepie Simulator. Just give me one moment. Okay, there's the mouse. That's good. So if I were to go to my inventory, it's so different on PC versus mobile. I still got a bit to collect here. So I want to be able to get all the items, at least the Craniac items, for $255 each before the event ends, which I only got like 4 days to do so. Yeah, 4 days to get this done. So I'm probably going to have to be playing off stream as well. Can I actually pop out the chat? Yes, I can. Alright, that's good. I like that. I could actually pop out the YouTube chat. So I could look at my live stream, the playback, then I could see the game, and then I could actually see the chat. That's perfect. Alright. Oh no, I've been thinking about bringing Operation Bedrock back. It's whether or not if I have time to do so, that's the better question. Is that summer's, or not, well, summer's over, and then winter's coming by, and then that means I'll be able to go to the dog park earlier, and then when I come back from home, or come back from the dog park, then I'll have a little bit of like maybe a couple hours to actually do a live stream. The only thing that's gonna suck is that I still gotta go to sleep early because I gotta wake up at 3:30 in the morning every day. Because I work from 4 a.m. to 12:30. So I'll get home by 1:30, go to the park by 2 o'clock, and stay there for a couple hours. Probably get home between 4 to 5, take a shower, and then I'll still have a couple of hours to do a live stream if I decide to do a live stream, if I'm not too tired to do a live stream. So that's one of the things, is that I'm gonna have to put that all into a schedule, which that's gonna be doable. I'm just hoping that I'm not gonna be too exhausted throughout the day. I'm still training my new German Shepherd that I got. If you ever met Maverick, I've already uploaded a video about Maverick. Right now he is a puppy. Like he's still learning how to socialize properly, because a lot of times he's gonna be barking first. I'll figure it out later. And since he's a big puppy, that's the thing that intimidates the smaller dogs, which is understandable. You got this huge dog that is still learning, that's barking at you. What are you gonna do? You're either gonna freeze up, you're gonna run away, you're gonna be scared. Sometimes the owners may not understand that he is still trying to socialize. Like, there are a lot of good owners out there. Like, there's a lot of good people at the park that they already know like how this goes, but some of them who have never experienced this before may think, oh no, I'm not training him, or he's aggressive. But no, it's like he's just trying to communicate, he's trying to play, he's just so much energy in one sitting type of deal that's very overwhelming for other dogs. Like, I completely understand that. Just as long as he doesn't bite, just as long as he doesn't jump, then he's still good. But even then, the bark alone is so loud that it echoes throughout the park. Like, you could hear it outside the gate. That's how loud he barks. But I do want to bring Operation Bedrock back. I absolutely do. It's just one of the things is that how many people are going to be watching, and as well as if I could get people, at least a lot of my friends, to come back to Operation Bedrock, so it's just not me soloing. Right now, this is the 9th year anniversary of Pewdiepie Simulator. I'm glad that it's on PC now, because it makes it so much easier to play Craniac. As you could see, I've already put the hotkeys on the screen right there, so you know what button I'm pressing to be able to get all this done. Like D for drop. A to claim, S to open up the thing, and then space to press OK. Like, it's kind of like the WASD method, which I'm not using the W for. But it's very responsive. Like, there's barely any input lag. So it's very good. If you ever want to play it, then you can just go to Google Play on Windows, download the game. It's already synced up. Some days, sometimes it doesn't sync too properly. Like, you may have a little bit of a rollback every once in a while. That's why you gotta manually save in the mobile game just by going to the settings and quit the game so that it will manually save it. But sometimes there's still a rollback. So that's one of the other downsides to the whole PC versus mobile thing, that there may be a rollback from time to time. So you may want to wait probably 30 minutes before switching over to not experiencing the rollback. Hopefully. But yeah, German Shepherds are one of the best dogs you could have. You just gotta know what to do with a German Shepherd. They are loyal, they are protective, they can be aggressive, I know that. But it all comes down to training them. And since this one was from the shelter, it's going to be a lot more training. At one point, he was actually being the type of dog that was being food possessive or resource guarding. I give him a dog chew, and I tried to take it away from him. He started growling at me. It's like, oh, no, you don't do that. I wait for him to calm down. I take it away from him for about probably like 10 seconds, and then I gave it back to him. He only growled at me like twice. But it's like, I don't want you to take it away from me type of growl. It's not really aggressive, but it's just like, I can understand that because you've been at the shelter and you don't know whether or not the food was going to be taken away from you. I know, I do not know toxic eternity. But other ideas for Operation Bedrock was to make a little bit of a podcast type of setting, because a lot of the Operation Bedrock episodes pretty much are podcasts. Just 30-minute podcasts. It's just me talking. And then the live streams alone can be a podcast, but I feel like an actual podcast setting would actually be proper for Operation Bedrock. Just probably do like an hour or two of just straight up talking about anything really. Probably just sticking to a topic. So that way it'd be easier just to remain consistency of commentating throughout the whole deal. Yo, what up, vids? But I watched Ray William Johnson when he did the Equals 3 show up until he quit doing the Equals 3 show, and then from there I just haven't watched his content. He already came back, but he has a different style of content, which I don't really watch. Pretty much I grew up on YouTube, so there's a lot of YouTube channels that I've seen in the past. Some of them I never actually did watch, but Ray William Johnson was the OG YouTuber who did the whole clip show type of format, just doing it equals 3, and then he did equals 5, and then there was the controversy with Maker Studios taking over the show and whatnot, and then he had his own music channel which was Your Favorite Martian, that funnily enough became the #1 music channel on YouTube, surpassing Rihanna at the time. And this was way back years ago when getting 1 million subscribers was a big ordeal. Then 10 million subscribers was a big ordeal. Like, he became the first to reach 10 million, I think, or was it Smosh? I can't remember. It was either Ray William Johnson or Smosh. I know Fred became first to 1 million. But either way, for like the first few channels to reach 10 million subscribers, that was a huge milestone. Again, this was years ago. I am very old. Don't worry about that. That a lot of the milestones back then, they were absolutely hard to accomplish before YouTube became more and more mainstream. And this was in the era where a lot of TV shows and as well as movies, those companies, like the production companies, they would not say brand names. Like, they will not say YouTube, they would not say Facebook, they would not say Twitter. They would just use a parody name to say these things. But you knew exactly what they were talking about, but they just wouldn't say it. I don't know what was the reason about that. Was that because of copyright issues or things like that? But nowadays, like movies, now they will say YouTube, they will say Facebook, they will say TikTok and whatnot. They will make these references. Like one of the Marvel movies, I think it was Endgame, that was actually showcasing Fortnite. Like years ago, you wouldn't even dare to actually showcase a different company or IP in your movies. Otherwise, then you probably will have to give some royalties, I should say, like money. Again, that was just way back in the day. It was just funny. I've only watched the third movie. I haven't actually seen the first two. Which, funny enough, you don't even need to watch the other movies to get the storyline, which I liked about that. I like movies where you don't actually have to watch the previous movies to understand the story or the lore, just so that you can just jump right in at any given point and you just know that there's good versus bad. You already know the characters, you probably already know how they were to be, and at any point you can just watch the older movies and just come back right where you left off. All I know is that Mr. Beast is getting his customized play buttons for reaching his milestones. I don't know if Outer Minds will actually do anything like that for the game itself, if that's what you're asking. No, I haven't seen any of the Five Nights at Freddy movies. I do want to watch it, but I have not seen any of it. A lot of times I'll just wait till it just pops up on a streaming service and then I'll watch it from there. But even then, I just haven't had time to watch movies lately. Because if I'm going to get back to the grind of doing YouTube live streams and as well as making content and then taking my dogs to the dog park and then working, of course, I may not even have time to do the just to relax anymore. I don't think Outer Minds is going to quit YouTube anytime soon. It's just that they've been busy with a lot of other things. Because they're still busy with the release of Turbo Kid for the Nintendo Switch. Because that was the one thing that's been taking a lot of their resources away and time. Especially that they have a lot of obligations to fill. That's one of the reasons why there hasn't really been too much activity when it comes to Outer Minds, when it comes to their channel. Don't get me wrong, if they want me to make live streams for 2B Simulator for them, then that would be a thing. Like, I'll do that. Because now on PC, it's a lot easier. Like, I don't have to worry about the only thing I have to worry about the computer is overheating from time to time. But for mobile, I don't have to worry about the battery dying. Like, I could straight up play Tube Simulator for 8 hours straight if I had time to do that. That could easily be done on a day off, but on my work days, then that's probably like maybe 2 to 3 hours at most. Which is fine. The only thing I'm really going to do is that I'm going to try to max out everything I can. Like, max out all the Craniac items, max out all the shop items, maybe do some room events, just anything I could do with Tube Simulator I could possibly just do. And then any other games I could play, I probably could play Legend of the Brofist, because that's still one game that I have yet to play. That could be a thing. Well, to put it in perspective, that currently I'm at almost 11 billion subscribers in the game. There's no other play button for the time being. And I almost have 20 trillion views. I have enough views to possibly buy every item in the shop. So that's going to be one thing I could actually do. I've just been hanging on to it for a very long time. I'm just saving it up. Like, that's my little bank right here. And these are my current stats right here. I've played since the very beginning of the game. Done 30,000 quests, 20,000 videos. I've only played almost 66,000 of Puggle because Craniac is the dominant. Oh, look at that. I just surpassed 109,000 Craniac games. Road to 1 million. I have more Craniac games than I do subscribers. That's funny. 2,385 pixelings. I've already got every Craniac item. I just got to max it out. And I still got to collect all the pixelings, because a lot of them are Prisma pixelings. Maxed out stats and whatnot. So I still got a long way to go. And if by chance, if I actually ran out of views, I got the bucks to buy the rest of the items if needed. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna make a video about all the anniversary items. So look forward to that tomorrow. Then, nothing much really. Other than just trying to max out every single item in the game. Like, I've already bought out a lot of items. Every time an event comes by, I just start maxing out more and more items because of the quests. So I still got a long way to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26 more of the animal items I gotta max out. Of course, I maxed out the wolves and the foxes. And if Outer Minds allows me to put in one update, right now my suggestion is to have lit level 999 of the subcategories, because I'm already at 999 here, but for the categories, all of these categories and possibly celebration categories, I want all of this to be 999 as well. Because I'm already maxed out on this, I just want more content to do, because then I can make more live streams and videos about lit level 999 of the subcategories. So if there's any update that I want them to put in right now, it would be that. Encourage more people to play the game further and further to just completion type of deal. Yeah, Richard, Family Jewels are the guitar players. Caleb Hiles is a singer. Then you got Jonathan Young. I think I want to say McComb as well. Peyton Parrish, singers as well. I watch their content from that time to time. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. V Mills is the heavy metal singer type of deal, doing a lot of covers for songs. You have E-Rock as well as the metal guitar player. Like, I watch their videos from time to time as well. I don't watch every single video, but I've seen their covers. You have Frog Leap Studios as well. Just blast from the past. Put it on a playlist. Maybe one day. No guarantees though. The only issue with playing other people's songs on the channel is that there may be some content ID claims, which I don't want to do right now. I'd rather stay safe with the video game content that allows you to use their music just as long as you're doing commentary for fair use. One of the reasons why I like playing Outer Minds games, because they truly support the community of the content creators that make videos on their games. For a while though, there has been a bit of a hassle dealing with false claimage from a different company that was saying, hey, we made this song. It's like, no you didn't. For a while though, is that a lot of the live streams that I've been doing gets claimed by a different company, and after a while they finally stopped doing so. A lot of disputes in between, but still, it was annoying to deal with that. And a lot of times with the music creators, like, you could use their songs, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna get claimed from the network that they're a part of, because a lot of times the content ID is from the network itself, not from the individual. So I just don't want to risk doing any of that. God forbid I get a copyright strike, then that's devastating, because if you get a copyright strike, then you can no longer make any live streams until that whole thing is settled. So you never want to get a copyright strike. No, I don't know any of those two. For a while though, I was actually using no copyright sounds for the live stream music just to have it in the background, and then after a while there were some content ID claims because of no copyright sounds. Even though they say, hey, you could actually use the music just as long as you credit the artist and things like that, it's just the content ID is automatic regardless. The only other thing I have is a premium license to Monstercat, so that I actually can stream while using their songs for background music. Rarely, occasionally, just rarely though, I still get content ID from Monstercat music. Just rarely. But that's probably because one of the artists decides to just not be a part of Monstercat, and then they go their separate ways, and then from there they get their own content ID thing because of the music that they produce. And again, it's all automatic. It's never manually submitted. It's just automatic, which is still annoying to deal with. No, I don't. But out of the way, 4 days to try to max out all the Craniac items. It is doable. It's just got to be spending a lot of time to do that. And that's where the live streams will come in handy, to where I'm going to be focusing and dedicating a couple hours to doing that. Whether or not if I'm going to make it in time, I have no idea. Especially that the comedy items and as well as the beauty items do pop up too, alongside the anniversary items. The only reasons why I have to leave them there is because if I maxed out every other item in the game, then the anniversary items will not appear, which is a bit of a bug, that since the anniversary items are not in a separate category of its own, it has to be shared with every other item. Like, you ever notice that whenever I grab an item, you'll see XP for a gaming category or the comedy category. For example, let's go ahead and claim this real quick. That's going to show the beauty category. So, in other words, that's a beauty item, not an anniversary item. Which is weird on its own, only because right now, anniversary items do not have its own separate category. If they ever made a separate category for that, then it'd be easier to fix that sort of bug. But if I were to max out every beauty item to 255, then the anniversary items that would be considered the beauty item will not appear. So that's kind of like the double-edged sword right there. So that's the thing that it's annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it is annoying. But I could deal with it because I haven't actually maxed out every item in Craniac. That also begs the question, what other items are considered a different category? Like, if there's an anniversary item that's considered an animal category, I will not see it because I've already maxed out every single one of the animal category items in Craniac. But this one is comedy. So if I have to actually if I have to use Crushy to crush some items into pixel dust, then I'll find out for sure. Like, this is a comedy item. So I wonder if there's an item that's for science, animal, sports, dark, lifestyle. I don't know if I'm missing any other category. Or maybe it's just random, because I could just easily be overthinking it. It's probably just taking a random category, but I don't know. I have to actually max out everything just to see that. Sophian, what's up? Bear in mind that there is a bit of a chat delay versus the stream delay. So I could see the message, I could respond to the message, but it probably may take anywhere between 5 to 7 seconds for my message to be heard to you. Currently, I'm trying to max out every single anniversary Craniac item in the game right now because it's the anniversary. Of course, it's once a year, and if I don't max it out now, I'm gonna have to wait till next year to see all the items once again. So I'll rather just try to max it out now while I still can, and I only have 4 days to do so, which is the challenge on its own. I have never really been a huge GTA fan. I like the games. I have San Andreas for the Xbox 360, which I could possibly play it on the Series X since it's downloadable. I don't have the Definitive Edition because apparently with the Definitive Edition, it's not as good as the originals. I never played GTA 5, and I know that GTA 6 was over a decade in the making. I wouldn't say I'm excited, but is that if I get around to playing it, that's gonna be where it's like, okay, I can have some fun playing a new game. I still got so many games in the backlog to actually start playing. That's one of the reasons why I would rather do this for a living, where I could just play all the games I can. But for now, I still have a full-time job, and that's where a lot of my hours and dedication is just towards. But who knows, maybe one day I could actually just do live streams for a living. That is the dream. Ooh, an egg token. I do want to actually max out every pixel I can in the game too, which is going to take forever in a day, but it's still doable. The only thing that's not going to be doable is collecting every trophy in the game, because that would take years and years and years and years. I have no idea why. We have yet to see a Prisma egg, though. I want to see a Prisma egg appear. Because I still got to get Prisma Gwen, Prisma Mike, Prisma Halo. I know Louis is going to be a regular egg, which I have yet to get. I'm not too worried about that. But let's see here real quick. I'll be right back. Fortunately, something came up, so I'm going to have to stop the stream for the day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream later on today, but if I do, then that's going to be another stream for a session of Craniac. But for now, I'm going to have to end it off and just hope for the best that I could just do another stream tomorrow. Sorry for the short stream, but that's how life goes. So I'm just gonna have to end it off here and hopefully come back tomorrow. But until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. And let's see if we'll be able to max out all the Craniac items before the event ends. But until then, stay safe out there. I've been SwordKing090. Have a great night or a good night. Well, great day, good night, wherever you may be. And I'll see you guys again in the next video or live stream.